Rome. Just the name conjures up images of ancient history, stunning art, and vibrant life. But there's another image that's quintessentially Roman, the Vespa. Zipping through cobbled streets, a flash of color against the backdrop of ancient ruins, the Vespa is as much a part of Rome's fabric as the Colosseum or the Trevi Fountain. The relationship between Rome and the Vespa is a love story that began in the 1950s. Post-war Italy was ready for something fun, affordable, and stylish. The Vespa, with its sleek design and promise of freedom, was an instant hit. It became a symbol of Italian cool, immortalized in films like Roman Holiday with Audrey Hepburn and Gregory Peck. Today, the love affair continues. Romans of all ages rely on Vespas to navigate the city's bustling streets. For tourists, a ride on a Vespa offers a unique and exhilarating way to experience the eternal city. But be warned, driving in Rome is not for the faint of heart. Rome wasn't built in a day, and its streets seem to reflect that. The city is a labyrinth of history, culture, and modern life, all intertwined in a beautiful, chaotic dance. From ancient ruins to bustling markets, every corner of Rome tells a story. And what better way to explore this vibrant city than on a Vespa? Driving in Rome, especially on a Vespa, can be an adventure, to put it mildly. The narrow streets and unpredictable traffic patterns make every ride an exhilarating experience. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about the journey itself, filled with unexpected turns and delightful surprises. Imagine yourself weaving through a sea of cars, buses, and taxis, all vying for the same sliver of space. The traffic in Rome is a living, breathing entity, constantly shifting and changing. It requires a keen sense of awareness and a bit of daring to navigate successfully. But once you get the hang of it, there's a certain rhythm to the chaos that becomes almost second nature. Add to that the challenge of cobblestone streets, some as smooth as a rumpled rug, and you've got yourself a real-life video game. These ancient roads, while picturesque, can be quite tricky to maneuver. Each bump and dip adds to the thrill, making every ride a unique experience. It's like stepping back in time, riding through history on two wheels. One of the biggest challenges for visitors is the dreaded ZTL, or limited traffic zone. These areas are off-limits to unauthorized vehicles during certain hours, and the rules can be quite strict. It's essential to be aware of these zones to avoid any unpleasant surprises. These zones are designed to protect the historic center from pollution and congestion. By limiting traffic, the city aims to preserve its ancient monuments and provide a more pleasant experience for pedestrians. It's a noble cause, but it does require some extra planning for those on wheels. Entering a ZTL without a permit can result in a hefty fine. The fines are not just a slap on the wrist, they can be quite substantial. So it's crucial to pay attention to the signs and plan your route accordingly. Ignorance is no excuse, and the authorities are quite vigilant in enforcing these rules. Signs can be easy to miss, so it's crucial to plan your route carefully and stick to the designated areas. A good map or a reliable GPS can be a lifesaver in these situations. It's all about being prepared and staying alert to ensure a smooth and enjoyable ride. Then there's the Roman driving style. Let's just say it's enthusiastic. The locals drive with a passion that matches the city's vibrant energy. It's a blend of assertiveness and agility, a dance of vehicles that can be both mesmerizing and intimidating. Romans drive with a certain flair, using every inch of space and relying heavily on hand gestures and horn honking to communicate their intentions. It's a language of its own, one that you quickly learn to understand and even appreciate. The honking isn't just noise, it's a form of expression, a way to navigate the bustling streets with style. It's all part of the charm, but it can be a little overwhelming for the uninitiated. The key is to stay calm, be patient, and embrace the experience. After all, riding a Vespa in Rome is not just about transportation, it's about becoming part of the city's living, breathing tapestry. So take a deep breath, hold on tight, and enjoy the ride. Despite the challenges, there's no denying the magic of exploring Rome on a Vespa. To truly experience the city like a local, hop on a Vespa and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. But where to go? Fear not, intrepid traveler, for I have some suggestions. For a taste of ancient Rome, start at the Colosseum, the largest amphitheater ever built. Feel the weight of history as you circle this iconic structure. Then, zip past the Roman Forum, the bustling heart of the Roman Empire, where you can almost hear the echoes of senators debating and gladiators clashing. Next, head to Trastevere, a charming neighborhood with narrow, winding streets and a bohemian vibe. Stop for a coffee or gelato at a sidewalk cafe and soak up the local atmosphere. As the sun begins to set, make your way to the Gianicolo Hill, one of the highest points in Rome, for breathtaking panoramic views of the city. Roman holiday on two wheels, tips for a safe ride. Ready to embrace your inner Audrey Hepburn and zip through Rome on a Vespa? The city of Rome, with its rich history and vibrant culture, is best explored on two wheels. Imagine the wind in your hair, the sun on your face, and the freedom to go wherever your heart desires. Fantastic. But before you do, here are a few tips to ensure a safe and enjoyable ride. Because while the adventure is thrilling, safety should always come first. First and foremost, get yourself a proper helmet. A helmet is not just a piece of gear, it's your first line of defense against any mishaps. Not only is it the law, but it's also the most important thing you can do to protect yourself. Make sure it fits well and is securely fastened. Next, familiarize yourself with the Vespa's controls before you hit the road. Spend some time getting to know the throttle, brakes, and indicators. Practice in a safe area until you feel comfortable. It's always better to make mistakes in a controlled environment than out on the busy streets. When it comes to navigating the city, remember that defensive driving is key. Rome's streets can be chaotic with unpredictable traffic patterns and bustling activity. Be aware of your surroundings at all times and anticipate the unexpected. Watch out for pedestrians, other scooters, and those pesky cobblestones. The ancient streets can be tricky to navigate, so always keep your eyes peeled. And don't forget about the ZTL zones. These restricted traffic areas are off limits to unauthorized vehicles during certain hours. Plan your route in advance and stick to the designated areas. This will help you avoid fines and ensure a smoother journey. Finally, relax and enjoy the ride. Riding a Vespa in Rome is not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about the experience. Rome is a city best experienced at a leisurely pace. Take in the sights, sounds, and smells of this incredible city. Take your time, soak up the atmosphere, and let the city reveal its secrets to you. Don't be afraid to get lost in the maze of charming streets. Sometimes the best adventures are the ones you stumble upon by accident. Who knows what hidden gems you might discover? From quaint cafes to hidden piazzas, Rome is full of surprises waiting to be uncovered. When in Rome, drive like Vespa bloopers and belly laughs. Driving a Vespa in Rome is an experience that will leave you with stories to tell, some thrilling, some hilarious, and some that make you wonder how you survived. The city's chaotic charm is best experienced on two wheels, weaving through ancient streets and bustling piazzas. It's a rite of passage for any adventurous traveler. Here are a few anecdotes from the Roman roads, tales that will make you laugh, gasp, and maybe even inspire you to hop on a Vespa yourself. Picture this. You're cruising along a picturesque street, the wind in your hair, feeling like a character in a Fellini film. The cobblestones beneath you add a rustic charm, and every turn reveals a new historical marvel. Suddenly, a pigeon decides to relieve itself directly on your head. It's a moment of pure slapstick comedy, and you can't help but laugh at the absurdity of it all. It's as if the city itself is playing a prank on you. You try to maintain your composure, but the absurdity of it all sends you into fits of laughter. Welcome to Rome, the city where even the pigeons have a sense of humor. Or how about this? You finally mastered the art of navigating the roundabout, a feat worthy of a medal in this city. The traffic circles here are like gladiatorial arenas, and emerging unscathed feels like a victory. Just as you're feeling confident, a Nana on a mission overtakes you on her scooter, groceries precariously balanced in tow, while chatting on her mobile phone. Her effortless multitasking puts your newfound skills to shame. You can't help but admire her skills. She's a true Roman road warrior, embodying the spirit of the city with every maneuver. And then there's the classic tourist mistake: stopping to admire a beautiful building without checking your mirrors. The architecture here is so captivating that it's easy to forget you're in the middle of a bustling street. Before you know it, you've caused a 5 Vespa pileup, much to the amusement of the locals. It's a scene straight out of a comedy film, and you're the unwitting star. They've seen it all before, and they're always happy to add another chapter to the book of tourists on Vespas. So when in Rome, embrace the chaos, laugh at the mishaps, and enjoy the ride. After all, it's these moments that make your adventure truly unforgettable. Vespa adventures in Rome, madness or magic? So, is riding a Vespa in Rome an act of madness or a recipe for an unforgettable adventure? The answer, as with most things in life, is, it depends. Let's be honest, driving in Rome can be chaotic. The traffic, the cobblestones, the Roman driving style, it's not for everyone. If you're easily stressed or prefer a more predictable mode of transport, then perhaps sticking to public transportation or taxis is a wiser choice. However, if you're up for a challenge, have a sense of adventure, and are willing to embrace the unexpected, then a Vespa ride through the Eternal City can be an absolutely magical experience. It's a chance to experience Rome like a local, to feel the pulse of the city, and to create memories that will last a lifetime. So, are you ready to ride? The Vespa in Rome, a symbol of freedom, a cultural icon, and a thrilling way to explore one of the world's most captivating cities. It's a chance to live out your own Roman holiday moment, to get lost in the labyrinthine streets, and to experience the city from a unique and exhilarating perspective. But the decision is ultimately yours. Are you ready to hop on a Vespa and embrace the chaos and charm of Rome? The Eternal City awaits. What do you think? Would you be brave enough to navigate the streets of Rome on a Vespa? Share your thoughts in the comments below.